And today we're going to read Matthew chapter 5. All right, Matthew chapter 5. All right, we're actually going to go through the Beatitudes, Matthew chapter 5. All right, so I'm give it a second. Thank you very much for being on. All right, so I'm going to read Matthew chapter 5, the Beatitudes. And seeing the multitudes, he went up, that Jesus went up on a mountain. And when he was seated, his disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. All right, so blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. All right. Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. All right. That's the Beatitudes. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt shall lose its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good work and glorify the Father in heaven. Do not think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For surely I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law to the Lord. If you bring your gift to the altar and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go your way. For first be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Agree with your adversary quickly while you are on the way with him, lest your adversary deliver you to the judge hand you over to the officer, and you be thrown into prison. Assuredly I say to you, you to sin, pluck it out, cast it from you, for it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than your whole body be cast into hell. All right. If you see something that you shouldn't see, it's better to. He's trying to make a point here. All right. Remember, protect your heart. How do you protect your heart? What you see. All right. What you see and what you desire. Be careful what you desire. Man, video keeps freezing. Oh my jeez. Thank you very much for letting me know. How does it keep freezing? That's crazy. All right. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to cast into hell. All right. Your hand. They talking about your hand now. So be careful what you do, what you say, what you desire, what you look at. Be very careful. Here we go. Furthermore, it has been said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. Man, this is a huge topic. All right. This is a huge topic. I actually went to a marriage conference this weekend, and apparently there were some women that were looking for how to get divorced. And first of all, you gotta seek counsel. So before anything, you gotta seek counsel. You gotta make sure there's. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go straight forward here. So divorcement, when and how should you get? I was letting you know. How's it going? How's it going? All right, here we go. Furthermore, it has been said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her certificate of divorce. So divorce, you need paperwork. All right, paperwork does have to be given. You have to have like, hey, I'm divorced. It's not, hey, I told you we're divorced or I told you we're separated, whatever. No, you have to have paperwork. All right. I'll read it again. Whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever divorces his wife, that's on the man's perspective, for any reason except sexual immorality causes her to commit adultery, So don't divorce unless somebody commits sexual immorality. All right, which is the big thing this generation. All right, it's a big thing. You see divorce happening, but hey, do not try not to divorce. Pretty much, and whoever marries a woman who is divorced commits adultery. Again, ye have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform your oath to the Lord. But I say to you, do not swear at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of great kings. Nor shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven, for he makes the sun rise on the evil and of good, and sends rain and just and one unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? Right? So love your enemies. All right, it's easy to love somebody. It says, do not even, it says here, for if you love those who love you, it's easy to love somebody who loves you, but it is not easy to love somebody who is your enemy. All right. So he says, love your enemy. That's where the reward is. Not even the tax collectors do the same. If you greet your brethren only, what do you do more than others? Not even the tax collectors do so. Therefore, you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. That's pretty much how you treat somebody that, your enemy. All right. Judge not that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged with the measure you use. It will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? Or can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? All right. Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly. Remove the speck from the brother's eye. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls for the swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces.